and welcome to the Knowing Show. I am your host, Christene Marie. Tripped over my own name. Welcome to Trivia Night. I am so happy to have you. Y'all, we are going to play a game tonight because, frankly, so much of the work that we do here on the show, you know, we really get to kind of pass those layers, and we get to know ourselves in a way that is really, really meaningful. And so in addition to that, we also want to get to know the play parts of us and engage with each other in just a really, really fun manner. You know, we don't do much in life that is play. And I think that it's a lost art in so many ways. So that is what we are doing here tonight. I am so excited for our time together. We're going to start in about 7 minutes or so, and then we'll go ahead and get started. But before we do, I would love to hear how everyone's day is going. How has your Wednesday been? Mine, it's funny. I feel like it just went so fast. I don't know if you feel the same way. I had meetings with clients today. I feel really excited. So for those of you who don't know who I am, I have a marketing and branding business, but we just started one with a focus on the trades. So really getting out there and kind of selling for the first time. I hate selling. And so this is good practice for me to be brave. It's funny how we just have these like preconceived notions in our minds around certain things. Like for me, selling, it makes me want to cringe and crawl up and die because I'm like, oh, but I don't want to bother anybody, and I don't want to be manipulative, because a lot of salespeople can be manipulative. And so I just have this whole narrative that I have around salespeople that ultimately can prevent me from doing the very thing I know will make potentially a really big difference in their business. So it's interesting. I think even in my aversion to sales, I think perhaps I'm actually being selfish and just living in fear. So that's what I'm working on right now. But anyways, I would love to hear how you all are doing. Anthony, good to see you. Gary, hello. Bang Top, I'm glad you're here. We are going to get started playing here in a little bit, but we just give people some time to jump in. Bang Top, how are you today? How has your Wednesday been? It's interesting, as I'm even talking about this sale conundrum that I have, or selling conundrum, it's just interesting. Like if I was to put myself in their shoes, I think a lot of times we don't actually know what we need. And so it is really meaningful to have somebody reach out and say, let me help you. And I'm thinking about my dad. Actually, this is really helpful. Thinking about my dad. I mean, the business doubled when my brother and I got involved. So why wouldn't people want to have me and my team come in and support them? If they want to grow, maybe they don't. But I think that that's a really, really good reframe, is thinking of how to love on folks just like my dad, and how much of an impact we were able to make for him and the family business. So I think that's my new reframe as I go and sell folks. Foundation First Marketing. Toph, good to see you. I'm glad you're here. James, what is your favorite shoe to wear? I don't know. Although I will say it was so funny. I was about to get on a cruise in Croatia, and I wasn't planning to do a cruise when I flew to France last April, went to Italy, and I just worked remote and just kind of existed. My goal was to finish my book. And so I just kind of existed in Tuscany and France. And then I did a sailing trip in Croatia, the very one that actually my previous partner and I did together. And so I did this last year, just really out of desire to heal. But I was walking through like the market square trying to buy flip-flops, because I don't think I even brought a bathing suit. So like when to go buy a bathing suit, when to go buy flip-flops, and a towel before boarding the sailing ship, because I had nothing else to wear. So I found these like ridiculous shoes. For those of you who are just joining, James asked me what's my favorite shoe to wear, which is such a random question, and I love it. So let's go. I'd like to know what your favorite shoe is. And I bought the most ridiculous sandals I've ever seen. And they had pink palms on them. They're like pink and sparkly. So ridiculous. And I was like, you know what? I'm buying these for me. I think they're funny and I love them. And every time I see them, it really kind of makes me laugh. So I think those might be my favorite shoes. So funny. B. Rye, hello. Good to see you. Turtle. I love that. Thanks for being here. Ben, hi. Ben, thanks for being on here. Sloth, interesting. I don't know why. I guess I put my glasses on my head. Maybe that's why. Crystal clear, your video is so blurry. I can try to wipe it off. I don't have a fancy camera. I just have my laptop. So maybe at some point, maybe I'll get a fancy camera, but I just have my laptop. But thanks. Good to see you. What's your book about? Oh, Rashawn. Oh, man. I'm so excited about my book. I got to tell you, God bless this book. It's been in the works for about 3 years. And it's finally moved on from, I sent it to the editor and I said, I'm not going to touch it again. And it's now in proofreading. Yay. But it's about the journey and the process that I went through to know who I am, because so much of my orientation in life was looking to everyone around me, trying to be who they wanted me to be. And I could never make everybody happy, which is the most frustrating thing in the world for my fellow people pleasers. And yeah, it was really about coming to know who was I created to be and how do I reclaim that relationship with myself? And so it's just different stories and lessons learned and kind of the frameworks that I developed as I was doing it for myself. So that's what my book's about. It's called Knowing. And frankly, knowing, it really is the most important decision of our lives. Are we going to look in the mirror? Are we going to wake up? Are we going to take radical responsibility for our lives, for this one precious life? And maybe we'll have others. We don't know. I think so. I think that we get a beautiful, eternal life. And at the same time, this is what we do know 100%. So let's be so responsible with the life that we live and honoring the breath that has been breathed into our lungs. So that's kind of what this show is about too. Lyle Sloth. I haven't sold the book yet, so I have no idea. Victor. Oh, that's your name. Oh, I'm so glad to know your name, Victor. Peter Coy says, first time here, what were you healing from? Peter, I was married for 8.5 years, and my husband told me, I don't love you, I don't love God, I don't love your family, and left. And that, I think it broke a lot of parts of me, and I'm sure a lot of parts that needed to die anyways, but it was the thing that kind of catalyzed me waking up. So I'm grateful for that. And it was one of the most devastating things of my life. So that's what I was healing from. Eloy, good to see you. Lifestyle, good to see you. Preston, I'm glad you're here. Rick, hello. Layla, hello. Show Aib, hello. Thanks for coming. Dolly, good to see you. Yummies, we are going to, let me hop over to YouTube so I can block you. Y'all, just so you know, we're about to start trivia. For anyone who is new, we are very, very committed to honoring the chat, and anyone who is inappropriate, anyone who is unkind, and y'all really, like anyone who is coming in and inciting conflict, we're just going to go ahead and put you on timeout or just hide you because I want this to be a fun, safe place where we can all literally hang out because that's really wonderful. So for any of those of you who are doing that, we're going to go ahead and put you in timeout. Net, we're going to go ahead and put you in timeout. And if you want to come back and hang out, come hang out with us. I'd love to have you. But we're just going to be kind. So, all right, y'all, we are about to start trivia. For those of you who are new to the show, I'm really excited for tonight's trivia. We're actually going to see how this goes. Every night, every Wednesday for the last month or 2 months actually, we've been playing trivia. And I think we've only missed 1 week in the last 6 or 7. So I'm really, really happy to have you guys here. We are abiding by the golden rule, kind of like what I was just saying in the chat. We are only going to be answering questions in a way that is respectful, kind, and honorable. And whoever answers the question first on my end, so on my screen, whoever shows up first, they are the winner. We have 5 questions in every round. So if you win a question, that does not mean that you won the round, but yay. And if you win the round, which means you get more than 1 question correct, whereas everyone else only got 1 right. And some people have gotten all 5 questions right in a round. It's been amazing. So we are going to be playing along those lines. We have done 90s trivia, 80s trivia, 2000s, and it's been very, very fun. And this time, actually last week, we did something a little bit different. We did quotes, which was really actually quite fun. And we are going to do something a little bit interesting tonight that I'm excited about. We are going to take movies, songs that frankly show a lot of instability, emotional unhealth, that romanticized emotional pain, which is very, very strange. And I'm actually very excited for this. I thought that this was a really, really funny way to look at the patterns of behavior that have been treated and normalized in a way that allows for us to have kind of an understanding of relationships that are really not healthy and not good. So we're going to go ahead and kind of just see what that looks like tonight. We're going to give it a shot. It might be a total bust. And if it is, we can all laugh and enjoy it together. Or maybe this will actually be really fun because it's all based on books and movies and songs. So with that, just realized I don't have my phone because I always play background music whenever we play trivia. I don't know where my phone is. Let me go see. Let me see if I can go find this thing. Y'all, I will be right back because we must have our background tunes. I'll be right back. I'm just going to turn off my camera. I'll be right back. Don't leave me. I'll be right back. Well, I'm so bummed. I don't know where they are. Well, I guess we just won't have music tonight. That's all right. All right, y'all. We are going to start with our round 1. But before we do, I would love to know, let's just do a quick round robin of introductions. What is your name? And what is something that made you smile today? So I'll go first. My name's Christene Marie. I am sitting and looking outside my window, and there's a hummingbird feeder. So I love seeing the hummingbirds, and that made me smile today. So who else? Who wants to go next? I'll just read off these answers. Charlie, good afternoon. Zachariah, round 1 fight. Van Weird, hello. Good to see you. All right, who else has their name and one thing that made them smile today? And you don't have to say your name if you don't want to, but would love to know one thing that made you smile, one thing that made you happy, and then we will get started. All right, who's gonna show up? Let's see here. Preston Fernandez. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Joseph. Oh, you guys are wonderful. Oh my goodness. Survivor, we're gonna go ahead and put you on timeout just because, frankly, you're a little bit depressing. But you're more than welcome to come back. Charlie. Oh, Charlie is your dog. Your Charlie, your dog Charger made you smile. I love that. My daughter, I love that. What a blessing. You know, I don't have kids yet, but I am so very excited at the thought of having kids. So I'm very, very, very excited for that. All right, let's see what else. Peter, just a sunny day here. I love it. The stray cat at work loves me again. That's so cute. Banjit, I am happy to give my #1 crown to the next person and make them happy. Oh, I love that. I don't know how you guys get crowns. Do you, like, what's it called? Do you claim it? I don't know how it works, but I'm glad. That's so kind of you and so generous. Nika Dragos Adrian. I laughed with a patient in the office today. I'm a dentist. Nice. Oh, I love that. I actually think we're going to have did we have a dentist on recently? I'm trying to remember. No, but I have a guest who's going to be coming on the show who's a dentist as well. So good to see you, Nika. I'm glad you're here. I talked with my dad on the phone after a while, made me smile. I love that. Y'all, we don't know how long, again, with how long we don't know we have with our parents. And so I'm just so glad, take advantage of that. My dog is so funny. He's a happy-go-lucky dog. He wags so hard he hits his ribs with his tail. That is so cute. Hello from Poland. Most comments get crowns. Oh, so that's why people troll, is because they like want to get all of them. Oh my gosh. Oh, man in the hat. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I was happy to see you earlier. Wasn't that such a good conversation with Rachel? Oh my gosh. For those of you who came on earlier, I had a guest on. Her name was Rachel, and we talked about a whole bunch of stuff, but how to really, really lean into discomfort and like choose aspects of life where we feel discomfort for the purpose of growth. So it's really good. All right, everybody, we are going to start with our trivia rounds. I'm so sorry that I don't have my phone for music. It's just what it is. All right. We're going to start with round 1. Again, you have to win more than 1 question, maybe even 2 questions, maybe 3, to win the full round. So there's 5 questions in every single one. And we're going to start. This is a different kind of approach to our trivia, and I'm actually very excited about this. This category for round 1 is action movies that were actually about emotional avoidance. All right. Question number 1, whoever answers first in the chat will win. I will take track of your name. And for those of you who do win, we have a prize, which is a book that I will mail to you. So I'm very, very excited for those of you who win. Round 1. Question 1. What movie is essentially about a man processing grief by becoming vengeance in disguise? Vengeance in disguise. Who did that? Looking at the chat. Vengeance in disguise. Who basically processed their grief and hid their grief by wearing a suit? Batman! There we go. Zachariah Hurt, followed by Man in the Hat. Peter. Nice. Zachariah won that one. Well done, my friend. Okay. Next question. What movie is really just about 2 men refusing vulnerability and fighting about it? I'll give you a hint. One of them suffers from insomnia. Hi from Brazil. Oh my gosh, Star Wars, Spider-Man. Honestly, all of them, right? V for Vendetta. That's a really, really good guess. My phone is ringing and I just don't know where it is. All right. Brokeback Mountain. Isn't that so true? Dumb and Dumber. What a good movie. Man in the Hat, Fight Club. Yes. That is the name. Or that's the movie. Yes. All right. So Man in the Hat. Also, for those of you who are new to the channel, Man in the Hat is one of our all-time winners. Okay. I love this one. What movie is basically one long example of the main character effectively saying, I don't need help? And I can give you a hint if you need. This is what everyone kind of unofficially deems as a Christmas movie. And it's not, and maybe it should be. All right, so that's question 3. Who is going to get that? Ciao, Massimo, hello. Bangtop, or Victor, you need to sleep. It's 3:22 a.m. Yes, go to sleep. Thank you for joining. I'm glad you're here. No, not Home Alone. Although I feel like Home Alone is a Christmas movie. The Grinch is a Christmas movie, 100, and Grinch could be all of these things. No, so I think I messed it up with a hint. This is what like my brothers deem as a Christmas movie. But one long example of someone saying, I don't need help. Although the Grinch is entirely like what that should be, but it's not what I'm thinking of. This is a movie. So the hint that I gave is a lot of people, a lot of men particularly, think that this movie should be characterized as a Christmas movie. It's not, but many people say like that's like my favorite Christmas movie, and most men will claim this one. Preston, my name is Christine. It's spelled, yes, it is Die Hard, Zachariah. Nice. Yes, Die Hard. That's exactly what I was thinking of. My brothers think, like, we always joke that that's like our unofficial Christmas movie. That's so funny. But you know what? I'm going to give props to the Grinch, because the Grinch 100%. 100%. So I'm going to call out who said that. Nika, you get an unofficial bonus with this one. Okay. What movie gave us the blueprint for men solving emotional problems with violence and sunglasses? I love this. So funny. All right. Hopefully, I'm hoping that these answers these questions aren't too hard. But I think that they're funny. All right, let's see. Oh man, you said Die Hard. I'm so sorry. I totally missed that. Darn. Well, there you go. I'll give you bonus for that too. All right, going down. Oh my goodness. I'm looking at some of these. The Matrix, yes. Zachariah, I love that. Man, Zachariah is coming in hot. All right. The Matrix. Also, this goes without saying. I should have said this though, but we definitely don't cheat here. So no cheating. But Man in the Hat, I'm putting you down for Die Hard because I'm so sorry I missed that. Okay. Now, here's our final question. We are having kind of a race. This is against Zachariah and Man in the Hat. The last question, and if both of you, if neither one of you get this, then nobody wins round 1, okay? What movie is essentially about a man with abandonment issues and anger problems driving too fast? Charlie says, I'm too old. Peter, did you say Die Hard first? Okay, now I've got to go back and check because now we've got so many people claiming the first one for that. Where did that go? All right, let me see. Before I get to who wins this one. All right. Fight Club, Fight Club. You know what? Okay. I'm so bummed. I don't know. Sometimes all these answers don't actually. Man in the Hat, I see what you mean. You did say it. All right. Let's see. But yeah, Man in the Hat said Die Hard. All right. All right, I see. And so did Koto. Die Hard. All right, Man in the Hat won that one. My bad. I went back and checked. It's funny, it doesn't show up on my YouTube. I need to just be in restream for this. Not that you guys care about all those details. All right, so I'm sorry, Zachariah. Man in the Hat did win that one. I did cross-reference and check. We've got Man in the Hat being the winner of that question number 3 on Die Hard. Question number 5. I'm going to repeat the question and then go back and see what the answers are. What movie is essentially about a man with abandonment issues and anger problems driving too fast? All right, let us see. Shreya says, are you wearing contacts? 100%. Fast and Furious. There we go. All right. There we go. All right. Zachariah got this one. All right, y'all. Let's catch up. Now that we've had to replace some of the order of winners for these questions. So question number 1. What movie is basically about a man processing grief by becoming vengeance in disguise? The answer is Batman, and the winner was Zachariah. It's point number 1 for Zachariah. What movie is really just about 2 men refusing vulnerability and calling it, well, I didn't finish that question because I kind of gave it away. But the answer was Fight Club, and Man in the Hat won that one. Point for Man in the Hat. What movie is basically one long example of I don't need help? And that's Die Hard. Man in the Hat won that one. So that's 2 for Man in the Hat. And Nika gave you a point for Grinch because that was hysterical. Question number 4. What movie gave us the blueprint for men solving emotional problems with violence and sunglasses? That was Zachariah. So 2 points for Zachariah. And then what movie is essentially about a man with abandonment issues and anger problems driving very fast? That's Zachariah. So Zachariah, you are the winner for round 1. Well done, my friend. Go ahead and send me your address on Instagram, and I will send you a book. You can choose between a mystery book that no one has ever chosen, or you can choose one of my favorite books right now, Letting Go by David Hawkins. So let me know which book you want and also your address. All right, y'all. We just wrapped up round 1 of our trivia tonight. I would love to hear from you guys. Well, this is kind of like our in-between round game. So what I like doing is having people say, offer a question that we all need to answer. And these questions have ranged from all across the board. So those of you who want to offer up a question, we're going to go ahead and put your question here in the chat, and I'm going to pick one. But for those of you who are new here, we're going to use this time to just kind of get to know each other a little bit. And y'all, I do the best I can with grading. I'm sorry for those of you who don't win because of unfair YouTube showing me not the right answers. So hopefully the goal is just to have fun tonight. But for those of you who have a question, go ahead and put it here in the chat. I am going to pick one of those, and then we're just going to get to know each other for about like 3 minutes, and then we'll jump back into round 2. Okay, Robo, I'm sorry. I didn't see you say Matrix, but well done. On your YouTube chat, I answered Batman first as well. I'm sorry, Man in the Hat. In the future, maybe we just won't do prizes so that people don't get upset. Okay, so who has a question for tonight? My Falling Star, we just wrapped up round 1 of trivia, and we're going to go into round 2 soon. What kinds of questions? So a question somebody once asked was, how many days did, what's his name? Was Groundhog Day repeated? Which was just such a funny thing. I never thought of that. And it was like 10,000, and we all had to Google it. Another question somebody asked one time was like, what's your favorite kind of ice cream? So here's some questions coming in. Oh, I like that one. All right. Peter Coy says, what's a movie that you don't get bored watching multiple times? All right. I'm going to actually pin this. All right. So this is our question. What's a movie that you don't get bored watching multiple times? Tell me now. I'm so excited. I'm trying to think of a movie that I will watch multiple times. What do you guys watch? All right, people are typing. This is where we need our music. Lion 2006. I don't get bored of it because I resonate with the story so much and I feel like I'm reliving the character's journey, finding his brother. Interesting. I've never watched that. Peter says Lord of the Rings. Yes, that is a classic. Alien, I've never seen that. I've never seen The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Oh, The Holiday. I love The Holiday. Interstellar, I've never seen that. The Exorcist. Oh, gosh. Jingle Jungle, First Hello. I get like freaked out of those movies. The Matrix, I've never seen that either. Although I did just start watching Star Trek. So that's exciting. Bean, is that Mr. Bean? The Usual Suspects. Hello, 363 English. I've never seen that either. How about Sweet Home Alabama? Oh, that's a sweet one. Kung Fu. Oh, you know Kung Fu. I thought you meant Kung Fu Panda. That is a funny movie. Into the Wilds. I only watch rom-coms. I do love watching rom-coms. I have to say, I really get such a kick out of Hallmark movies. At Christmas time, those are like my go-to. Paxton, I'm glad you're here. Good to see you. Kung Fu Panda, yes, see, it's so funny. Predator, never seen that either. Probably a Tarantino movie. Good call. Kung Fu Panda. Free Guy, oh, I've never seen that either. Only Fools and Horses. Which Star Trek? So I am watching the new Star Treks with my darling's mom. It's like my fun way to get to know her a little bit. So we've watched the first two of the new ones. Can I just tell you, when they killed James Kirk, it was horrifying. So for those of you who have never seen it, just know that maybe I just ruined it for you. Sorry. But maybe still watch it. It's still really, really good. Atypical web series. No, I haven't. Honestly, oh my gosh. The Hangover is hysterical. I have not, though. I have never seen that. The Atypical web series. Nefarious? No, I've never seen that. You like Blood and Guts? No, I don't. You know, it's funny. I actually feel like... Peter, thank you for the question. I actually feel like what I watch and consume, you know, it's an input. It comes into me and it really does influence my mind and soul and spirit. And I want to, I don't know, I want to keep that clean and pure and joyful. And that's me, you know, like that's my personal preference, is to not watch things. Even just the other night, we were watching a good show. I don't really watch movies or TV. And so we were watching this show and it was well done. It was so depressing. This woman almost gets raped and it like it's called 1883. And it's like, well done. And I have enough pain in my own life and in the life of everybody else. And you all have enough pain that I don't need to go and watch more of it. That's my perspective. But I also know that there's excitement over like justice being served and all of that. So that's just my opinion. And I have no problem sitting and watching a movie with somebody else. But anyways, Back to the Future. Oh, I've heard that's so good. I haven't watched this, but 363 English. It's my darling's mom. I don't know her very well at all. But I was getting to know her by way of watching Star Trek. I know that was fun. Okay. We are going to start back with round 2. Let's go. Here is the thing. We are going to be so incredibly kind. 363 English, please don't do that. I want us all to play well together, to speak well of each other, to hold ourselves to a high standard of honor. So with that, we're going to go ahead and play. Lila, I'm going to save that question and we're going to discuss that in our next round. Oh, not that one. She says, what's your favorite place to go in summer? And I'm actually going to save that for our next round break in between rounds 2 and 3. What's your favorite place? Okay, great. Let's go ahead and go on to round 2. All right. Here is the first question. What movie made emotional repression look heroic, handsome, and deeply unavailable? This is actually for whoever gets this, it's hysterical. The handsome part as well, depending on what you think about this. But seriously, this is so funny. What movie made emotional repression? And it's funny, it's like, how did our society begin to honor certain things in movies? And it's because of movies like this that made us think that it was cool to be emotionally unavailable. All right, who is going to get that? This is exciting. Scrolling down. 50 First Dates. Oh my gosh, I love that. That's so funny. Forrest Gump, no, but could be. The Notebook, no. Let's see. Deadpool, that's so funny. All right, I'll give you a hint. This man, the actor in this movie, is actually very short. So whoever can get that. I'm just reading some of these. All right, who's going to get that? That's my hint. He's a very short actor. I think he's 5'6". That's way too ambiguous. Be a little bit. Okay, so the question, I'll just read it one more time. Here it is. What movie made emotional repression look heroic, handsome, and deeply unavailable? And the hint is that the actor in this is actually like 5'6". So he's very, very, very short. Patrick, hello. The topic tonight is effectively where we as a culture learned how to engage in emotional relationships. And it's like the irony here is like the movies or the songs that really made an impact in our culture, and they were very unhealthy. So it's kind of like a fun irony here. Matt Damon, that's such a good guess. That's such a good guess. All right, I'm gonna give you another one. He was married to, yes, Yankee Ward, 5'7", Tom Cruise. That's who it is. No, it wasn't comedy. Mission Impossible. Nate got it. Well done, Tom Cruise, 5'7". I'm sorry, I gave the wrong hint, but you got that. All right, let's go. We have a winner. Nate Stevens. Okay, we have a winner here. What movie, this is question number 2. I want to see if I can add in one other hint here that makes it just a little bit easier. Okay, question number 2. What movie is basically about a man who mistakes control for leadership in his family's business? And I will say it's a generational business, and there is a trilogy of these movies. Tom Cruise is 4'12". Oh, I thought Tom Cruise was 5'6". Okay. He looks tall in theaters. He really does. I think that they actually do it so that they catch him on an angle and he's like standing on boxes and things like that. But hey, with AI these days, yeah, there we go. Godfather, Joseph Cliff, nice. The Godfather. Joseph Cliff, hello. It's good to meet you. I don't know if I've ever seen your name here, and I'm sorry if I have and I didn't recognize it. But Joseph got that one, followed by Nate, followed by Peter. 363 English says meet the Fockers. That is such a good, good guess. Jack got the Godfather. Nice. All right, we are going to move on to, TW Bick says Star Wars. That's another fantastic guess. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm going to just give you another hint with this one. Okay. So this is question number 3. What movie gave us the classic strong, silent type who was really just emotionally shut down, playing the skilled stuntman in this movie? He played the getaway driver. And I really just gave a massive hint. Leslie Nielsen. I actually don't know who that is. Oh, Joseph Clift, you are a newbie. Oh, I'm glad to see you. Glad you're here. High noon. Robo driver. Yeah, Manahat got it. That's exactly it. Nice. Okay. Next question. I'm going to give one more, look up just one more thing that I can give. Here we go. All right. This movie is predicated in the jealousy of a young man who is passed over as an heir in favor of his father's favorite general. I'm giving a lot of hints. And basically this movie is him saying time and time again, I'm fine, without clearly being fine for 2 hours. Who is this? Or what movie is this? And speaking of, I need to watch this movie again. It's been so long. Let me see. I love that. Nate says, you miss 100% of the shots. You don't take people. Start guessing. I love that. Adam Williams, Gladiator. Yes, sir. Although Thor is 100%. Such a good guess. DJ, I'm so glad you're here. All right. Gladiator was it. Adam Williams. Hello, my friend. I don't know if I've seen your name either, but I'm glad you're here. Come hang out with us. All right. All right. Here's question 5. What movie taught us that a man could very well have a full identity crisis and simply buy a sports car about it? I've never seen this movie, but I feel like it's very telling just from the description here, and I'm so excited to see if you guys get it. This made me laugh. Okay, let's see. Oh, Iron Man's good. Nate says, that's so funny. All right. Say that one more time. All right, let me say it one more time. What movie taught us that men could have a full identity crisis and simply buy a sports car in response to it? Oh my gosh. 𝐿𝐴𝐚𝐢𝐥𝐲. That's hilarious. I don't think I said your name right. I'm sorry, but Father of the Bride Part 2. That movie is fantastic. But the winner goes to Prime Rays. Well done, my friend. Oh my gosh, Prime Ray's got this one. American Beauty. All right, y'all, we're going to do a quick review of our questions here. Question number 1 for round 2, what movie made emotional repression look heroic, handsome, and deeply unavailable? Mission Impossible. And that was won by Nate Stevens. Question number 2, what movie is basically about a man who mistakes control for leadership in his family and the business? That's The Godfather, won by Joseph Cliffs, our very first time ever guest. The movie that gave the classic strong, silent type, who was really just emotionally shut down, Driver, and that was The Man in the Hat, my friend. What movie is basically one man saying, I'm fine, while clearly not being fine for 2 hours straight after the plot of the jealous heir? And that's The Gladiator. That was won by Adam Williams. And then our final question in round 2, what movie taught us men could have a full identity crisis and simply buy a sports car about it? American Beauty. It goes to Prime Rays. Y'all, congratulations. We have no winner for round 2, but that was fun. All right, we are going to go back to, I think it was Lila's question. I think it might be gone on my end at this point, but oh, is it still here? Let me see if I can find it, Lila, and then I will pin it. Here we go. She's still here. Yay. All right, Lila, what is your favorite place to go in the summer? So this is our transition question in between rounds. What is y'all's very favorite place? This is just for fun. So who goes somewhere fun in summer? Okay, James 666, I am going to block you because we don't talk like that. All right, where does everyone go this summer? Where's your favorite place? DJ, your name is Jeff. I didn't know that. I love that. Good to meet you. All right, let's see. The Florida Keys, Sigma. I love that. The Florida Keys are gorgeous. I've only been once, and they just blew me away. Monterey, California. I would love, love, love to go to Monterey. Oh my gosh. Cape Canaveral Beach. Drew, where is that? Where is Cape Canaveral? I've heard of it, but I don't know where it is. The Amazon forest. Do you actually go to the Amazon forest? That's epic. I actually, you know what? We were talking about going there this June. TW, my nephew would say the splash pad. Greece. Oh, I love Greece. Which island, or do you go to the mainland? My basement to hide because it's cooler down there. Good for you. Hey, at least you have a fun place to go in summer. I love it. Chilterbound Water Park. Nice. Miami. Come to the UK. I actually am hoping to go to the UK this fall, so we'll see. Greece. DJ Jazzy Jeff. I was doing a YouTube thing. Gary, no sir. Cabo. Oh, I've never been there, but it sounds beautiful. Florida, Disney World. Florida, Atlantic Coast, Pensacola. Pensacola is beautiful. Mykonos, even though I've never been there, Gigi says. I will say I was going to go, where was I? I think I was going to go to Mykonos, and everyone told me to go to Santorini, and I went to Santorini, and it was incredible. Yes, I love the Amazon forest. Good for you. It's Channing Tatum in 22 Jump Street. Says his name is Jeff, and it becomes a meme. Oh, I have seen 22 Jump Street, but so long ago. The mountains. Tully, where do you go? Like, which mountains do you go? Anywhere is beautiful with the right company. Isn't that so true? You say Crete. Don't worry, Nate. We're good. Jeff says great. That's so funny. Santorini is so, so, so beautiful. American Beauty threw me off. True. I live in a desert. It's summer all year round, so it's nothing special. Man, do you go somewhere, though? Do you have a favorite vacation spot? All right. Nice. The Rockies. Oh, I love that. One place that that I've gone for the last couple summers has been Prince Edward Island in Canada, and that has been beautiful. My sister bought a place up there a couple years ago, and it's just so, 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 so peaceful. It's almost like boringly peaceful. There's not a lot to do, and it actually truly is like the sleepy towns that you read about in children's books, where like they would go for the summer to be like with their grandparents. So it's really, really peaceful, and it's beautiful. So if you all are looking for a peaceful place to go, that's a place to go and detox. All right, we are going to do one final round. All right. Okay. Question number 1. For round 3, I'm trying to make this like I'm trying to give good clues here. All right. Here we go. Question 1. Who taught us that grand gestures could replace emotional maturity in the case of a sports agent having a crisis of conscience? Who taught us that grand gestures could replace emotional maturity when a sports agent had a crisis of conscience? Who is that? And if you need a hint, let me know. I have a hint for you. Peter got it. Jerry Maguire. Nice. All right, Peter Coy. Hello, my friend. You are the winner for question number 1. All right. Question number 2. What movie's central lesson is basically maybe go to therapy before dating again when the ex-husband and ex-wife reconvene? Let's see who will get this one. This is like a charming film. All right, who will get this one? Let's see. The Notebook. Yeah. That really should be The Notebook, Prime Ray says. You know what's so funny? So many of these could all be so applicable to each other. It's like, and it shows the theme in so many of these movies. It's so funny. All right. I'm going to give you guys a clue. This movie takes place in the South. And I said I like Hallmark movies. It's very typical to the Hallmark movies where the big city slicker has to move back home. And every chick flick ever. It's very true. When Harry Met Sally. No, so close though. I'm impressed by how many of you actually know the rom-coms. Ovid, we are playing trivia. All right. I'm a red-blooded man. Nate, I will say, if a good woman may actually enjoy watching some of these movies with you. Oh, man. Sweet Home, Alabama. DJ got it. Nice. It is the classic story of the big city slicker moves back home. All right. Question number 3 for round 3, our final round. What movie made stalking look festive and British? I love the UK. So I'm very excited to go back. All right, let's see what we've got here. All right. What do we have? Notting Hill. Oh, that's such a wonderful film. Sandra Bullock movie. Love Actually. Prime Raise. Well done. Yes, Love Actually. All right, Prime Raise, you are on. Oh, I guess you won in the other round. Okay, so we've got Peter Coy winning round or question 1, GJ getting question 2, Prime Raise getting question 3. We've got 2 more questions. All right. What movie is essentially 2 men working out their father wounds through competition and football? Also, this is such a good movie. All right, let's see who gets this. Let's see. Comic Book Fusion, I'm so glad to see you. Thank you for being here. All right. Greetings from Italy. Hi, Randy. I'm glad you're here. Remember the Titans. Yes. All those stepbrothers. That's so true. Peter Coy got this one. Nice. Well done. Okay. Peter Coy, Remember the Titans. Such a good movie. I need to watch that again. All right. Our last question of the night. All right. Here it is. What movie made falling in love with someone you've never met in person seem completely reasonable? What movie is that? Oh, Tully, thank you so much for joining. I'll see you next time. Believe in yourself. Thank you for coming here. I'm so glad you're here. Yes, come and join us tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. We, what was I going to say? We go through a Course in Miracles every morning, and then in the afternoons and evenings, we play games and talk about emotional intelligence and how to become better people. H2W, you've got mail. Oh, nice. I don't know if I've seen your name in a long time. How are you? H2W is the winner. All right, y'all. We had question 1, won by Peter Coy. Question 2, what movie's central lesson is basically maybe go to therapy before dating again, with the couple, ex-husband, ex-wife, seeing each other again. Big city, slicker woman. And that is Sweet Home Alabama. DJ won that one. What movie made stalking look festive and British? And that is Love Actually, won by Prime Raise. Question number 4 was Remember the Titans, won by our very own Peter Coy once again. And question 5, what movie made falling in love with someone you've barely spoken to seem completely reasonable? Hey, H2W. Well done, my friends. And the winner of this round is Peter Coy. Peter, well done. You have the option to get the mystery book mailed to you, or one of my favorite books, Letting Go by David Hawkins. So let me know. Reach out to me on Instagram. This is my Instagram. I'm just putting it here in the chat. And then it's an underscore at the end. Wonderful. Y'all, thank you so much for joining me tonight. This was so much fun to play trivia. I will be on again tomorrow morning. Y'all, by the way, for those of you who want to do the 61-day challenge, we start Friday. This is what is one thing that you're committing to. What's one thing that you're committing to through the end of the year that you are going to, or not through the end of the year, through the end of the quarter. What's one thing you're going to commit to? And we're all going to keep each other accountable. We'll have a WhatsApp group. And honestly, it's just one thing. Some of you said fitness. I think, Wayne's not here, but I think he said push-ups every day. I don't actually know what my one thing is going to be yet, so we'll see. But I'm excited to do this with you guys. Honestly, the accountability I did this in the first quarter with some folks, and it was really, really good. We just encouraged each other. You know, it wasn't anything crazy, but it was good for 61 days. I have a fly. For 61 days, we committed to something and then we did it. And it was really helpful to live quarter one with intention. And I want to do the same this quarter. So we start May 1st. We end July 1st. And this is leading up, honestly, it's leading up to my birthday. So I've got to figure out one thing that I'm going to be super proud of before I have my birthday in July. So come and join me. Fill out the form. I will send you an email and then add you to the WhatsApp group. And I'm excited to see you. So I will see you then. See you tomorrow morning in the meantime, 9 a.m. Eastern. For those of you who want to come back, we're going to be reading through A Course in Miracles, and then we'll be hanging out again tomorrow afternoon, and we'll schedule our live accordingly. Have a wonderful evening, friends. Thank you for joining. It was so much fun to play with you. I'll see you next time.